What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, August 23rd. You are where you should be, watching the entire galaxy's #1 rated haunt chat, HauntScene Live. With me, as always, my lovely, beautiful Who the hell are you?
I'm Journey with Josh.
Are you Journey with Josh?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So we have Joshua Bowman here, special guest co-host tonight. And a lot of people might not know this about us this year, but you and I, we have a special connection this haunt season.
Yes, we do.
So Josh is going to be helping us out with some video stuff this year. Really excited about that. But you know, I just want to make sure that people know who you are, Josh, because you do good work. He does a lot of paranormal investigation stuff. Big fan of his videos. Just real quick, if you want to follow Josh's journey, you can look up Journey with Josh on YouTube. Look up Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the things. You might see a slight name change coming up, maybe Para Journey with Josh. But that's where you can get a hold of Josh there. Let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from, who you are, what haunt you're part of, and we have a very special guest.
Yes, we do.
And I love the fact that both of us can talk about this guest together tonight. I'm
excited about
because
this,
you went,
yes.
And because you went, I went, and we had a really good time at Terra Trail. But without further ado, let's bring on.
Let's do
Sean. Hey, Paul, I gotta unmute him. What's up, Sean?
Not much. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
From this, but you know, we're not alone in the studio. We actually have another entity in here.
I brought him. I'm sorry.
No, people brought stuff into my studio before, but we actually have a huge fan of yours. We have Mortimer. Mortimer loves Terra Trail, so he didn't have a shirt or merch or anything to wear, so he just made you a sign, Sean, just to express his love for how much Mortimer loves Terra Trail. So thank you, Mortimer. I appreciate that. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He just said you're welcome. I saw his jaw move. It's awesome. All right, so we have to talk about Terra Trail, and let's get into it. Are you ready for all the questions? We're going to talk about everything. I don't even know if all this information, I think it's kind of hot off the presses. I don't even think he just put this out very long ago. So let's talk about the stuff. And I do have a little trailer to play here in a moment, but let's go ahead and get in here. So Terra Trail, which is located in Sebring, Florida, which is about 2 hours south of where I'm at here in Davenport. We'll have the directions and all the social media stuff here in a moment, but you've been at this for 13 years,
man.
Yes, actually it was more than 13, but 2 of our years were canceled. 2020 being one, and 2017 because of Hurricane Irma.
Oh, geez. Yeah, Hurricane Irma kind of wreaked havoc on the haunt industry here in Florida. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing the Ominous Descent shirt, and yeah, it did affect that one as well. So. That's awesome. 13 years, 13 fears. And you've been doing this for a while. This haunt is for a good cause. So all the proceeds go to the Humane Society of Highlands County.
Yes.
Did you want to talk about that and how that relationship started and how that works?
Well, actually, I came on in 2015. So prior to that, they had already begun their event as a fundraiser for the shelter. And then from 2015 until now, I've been helping them just maintaining that fundraiser event. And it's a pretty significant portion of their funds for the year.
Oh, wow. So it's a big deal. So when you make the trip out, it's totally worth it. Now, if Melissa was here, I know what question she would ask. What question would Melissa ask, Josh?
I don't know.
Humane Society. She's going to want to do what?
Oh, she's going to want to pet the dog.
Yeah.
She's going to want to be with the animals.
So if we show up early enough one day, can Melissa pet the doggos?
Absolutely.
Wow. Show's over. We're good.
Oh, we're done.
That's all we needed to know. Awesome. I love this. Obviously, I rescued Oogie, my dog. You know, it's a really, anytime you can adopt or do anything to help out some of these entities that help animals, I think that is great. So yeah, it's actually next to the Humane Society out there. But Here are some of the previous themes. Just pulled up a couple. You can get all the information on the website, terratrailsebring.com. Here's just some of the old themes. You've been at this for a little while. Do you have a particular favorite year or theme since you've been with the haunt in 2015?
I definitely liked Scared to Death. We pushed our professionality, I guess. We tried to be as professional as possible with that year, really boosting our production quality throughout the trail. But really my favorite would have to be Terror Trail Radioactive Zombies.
Oh,
that was 2015, the first year I started.
Aw. Is that just because it's dear to your heart?
Yeah, nostalgia, sentimental.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So, been at it a while. It's legit. You know, I know sometimes you're a little wary about, should I travel this far to do this haunt? Totally worth it. I loved it. Good times. Can't wait to go back. We'll have to figure out what night we can go back this year. But here's the calendar. So it's going to open up on September 30th this year and be open on every Friday and Saturday through October. The event time is going to be 7 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. And do these nights ever sell out? Like, do people need to know anything specific about showing up or anything there?
Definitely. With any event, haunted event, towards the end of October, it becomes very crowded. So a lot of times we'll have nights where it pushes past 10:30, as most haunted houses.
Right.
We don't necessarily sell out, but there are times where maybe the rain will stop us. It's an outdoor event. Or just it got too late. Sometimes that does happen.
Yeah. All right. Molly Bowman says my faves. Awesome.
Aww.
And now I see this little orange thing on the 31st. Are you doing something special on Halloween?
No, that's just for the sake
Halloween.
of Halloween.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, what's cool about this is a lot of haunts, they don't get the opportunity to go and do other haunts. So, having a couple nights off here and there, like on Sundays and Mondays, and it's going to let you go and travel. And you said earlier that you're actually from the Orlando area. I know you're a Hornets fan. So, so you get to have your haunt and eat it too,
Absolutely.
It's great. Awesome. So here's the information. Remember, terratrailsebring.com has all the stuff there. Are tickets on sale yet?
Well, tickets would be purchased at on site, basically at the ticket booth.
Gotcha. So cash, card, all good?
All good.
Perfect. Awesome. What about Bitcoin?
I'm not sure about that one, actually. Sticking to the first two.
All right. Okay, so social media, terratrailsebring.com. Search for Terror Trail Haunted House. You'll find it on Facebook. Look up Terror Trail Sebring on Instagram. Here is the phone number. Here is the email address in case you have any questions, in case we missed anything tonight. But yeah, I have a pretty decent presence on social media. So definitely go to the website because the website's really cool and it's got all the little themes and things right there. So yeah, right.
Yeah.
What was your first impression? What was your first impression going into Terror Trail? Like, what were you expecting?
I don't really know what I was expecting. I think my first impression was like, what the hell? Because we were getting on this big bus, and then we were just driving down the road and I'm watching like a terror movie. Like it was crazy, but it was totally fun.
Yeah.
And then just walking through alone just made it even worse, but in a good way.
Nice. All right, so I'm surprised we got you back. Yeah. All right. So basic info, tickets are $18 a person. You'll buy them at the door. Already went over the hours, already went over the dates, already went over the fact that this is a really good cause. And Melissa gets the pet doggos. She's gonna be really happy about that. Actually, you know what? No doggos for Melissa because she wasn't here tonight.
Ooh,
never mind.
Okay. Then I get to pet the doggos for being here tonight.
That's fine.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So here's the information. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to them, or if you think of anything, reach out to us. But here is what you need to know about getting there. So, like I said, I did a Google Maps thing earlier. It's about roughly 2 hours from where I-4 meets Highway 27, which turns into 98, exit 55 on I-4 if you're coming from Central Florida. If you're coming from Tampa or Orlando, you're probably going to end up taking I-4 over anyways. So totally worth the trip, totally worth it. This is one of those haunts that it doesn't really matter about the drive there, but getting home, it's such a good haunt. It makes the drive home go like that because you're talking about it and reminiscing and all that stuff. And you live in Orlando, so this is a little bit of a hike for you.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there are weekends where I go down and perform as an actor both nights, and then I'll drive back home.
So
You know,
do you stay in a kennel or something?
actually, I have family down in that area. That's how I even know Terror Trail. I'm associated to them through living in that area.
Oh, okay, cool. Very cool. Now, one thing to keep in mind is you're not going directly to the haunt. You're going to park at the Sebring International Raceway, which is like
Right.
a 2-3 minute bus ride away, but there is
Hmm.
not enough parking on site for the Humane Society. So they've got a couple big buses like this. This is the bus picture we took last year, and that might have some characters, walking around messing with you when you get on the bus, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's a short bus ride, and then you're going to take the bus back later on when you're ready to leave. So make sure you keep that in mind with your plans. But here's the address for the actual Sebring International Raceway, 113 Midway Drive, Sebring, Florida 33870. You're going to want to park in gate number 3, and there'll be signs and things, and it's really easy to find once you get there. But yeah, not a bad drive.
No,
Oh.
the drive was totally fine for me. And then, like you said, going home was the best. We
Yeah.
talked about it the whole time.
Right. That's my favorite part. That's
Yeah.
just like the
Another good thing is in that area, they do have many hotels, Airbnbs, and some of them are reasonably priced, especially in Airbnb. I stayed recently. It's pretty nice.
Oh,
So,
cool. So amenities in the area, if maybe you want to, do the thing and stay in the area.
mhm.
Not too bad though. Not too bad. We drive a lot, so it's kind of like 2 hours. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So once again, all the information's on the website in case you need it. Molly, $18, like we said. Yep. All right. So, and we'll keep those questions coming. If you think of anything, this is the person to talk to. Woe Davies in here. Thank you, Woe Davy,
Thank
for
you,
that.
Wo Davy.
Yay. All right, so there's that. And here's a couple shots that we took. I wanted to show off because we got such a really good response from all the images that we posted on like our Instagram, because people asked about your haunt and they just loved the settings. They loved everything. We didn't doctor any of these pictures. We just took them. These are basically straight out of camera, but it is such a, and you have so much new stuff this year. This is last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're walking around. It's a long trail. It takes forever. How long distance wise is the Terra Trail?
I actually did one of those little step counters one day and walked the whole trail, and it was just under 2 miles.
Wow. Get your
So I would
steps
say
in.
Yeah.
most people walk about 30-45 minutes down the whole trail.
It goes on forever.
Forever.
It literally goes
You
on.
think
You're like, it
done
just
and you
goes.
just keep going.
A lot of people who do theme park stuff, they're used to like an 8-minute walkthrough,
Right.
like maybe a Howl Scream or Halloween Horror Nights, which is fine, but these are like, they're long.
Yeah.
And Melissa and I actually ended up going through twice. So
Yeah, I went through twice as
Yeah.
well. Got my steps in for the night.
Yep. And you're walking by like, it's outside, it's Florida, it's dark outside, it's super duper
There's
creepy.
like a swamp in there.
There's
too.
a swamp with the picture here at the bottom middle. So how long do you and the crew, how long do you build out for prior to a season?
Well, ideally, since it's outside in Florida, we try not to be there in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we'll focus construction during the fall or during the winter, either right before the event, or most of our work's done, say February.
Oh my God. So you
Oh,
already know like
okay.
the whole next event before you.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow. That's
usually
awesome.
right after Christmas is when we'll start to talk things out.
Yeah. Yeah. Next year you're gonna be like putting it together and working on it, and all of a sudden you're gonna see a drone fly over, like, in like Christmas, getting all the secrets. I'll be like that Bio Reconstruct on Twitter. They do all theme park aerial photography.
That's funny.
That's really cool. Well, that's interesting because I'm not aware of any other haunt that has their build season like right
That
after
early,
the
yeah.
season. So that's kind of cool. That's neat. All right. And then moving on over here, some of the crazy characters. Hey, look up here at the top left. We see somebody that's familiar. Somebody that we didn't even know, Sean, but Sean decided to mess with us with his nose falling off. And It is nightmare fuel. Like it is like the clowns and everything. The lighting is so good. The makeup is so good. All the settings so good. It's outside.
It's amazing. It really is.
It is.
It's like chef's
It
kiss.
is. It is
Yes,
chef's kiss.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
It was such a breath of fresh air. You know,
Yes.
it was such a great way because I think this was one of the last haunts we did in the season. But before we get into the theme and everything for this year, one of my favorite things, and this is completely unique to Terror Trail, is the soundtrack. I have never in my life like experienced something like the soundtrack that is at Terror Trail.
Yeah.
How would you describe the soundtrack?
I don't even have words for it. I don't think like it's something I've never heard before, like you said, but I don't really have like any words to describe it.
I do.
Se. You do?
I do. You ready?
Yes.
So imagine you're listening to like some old rickety person give you a nursery rhyme in the 1920s, but you're listening to it on the radio, and that radio is currently being drowned in water. That's what it sounds like. It literally sounds like Trent Reznor wrote a nursery rhyme from Nine Inch Nails.
That's some strong words.
It is the most unnerving, perfect. You could literally tape this and sell this to other haunts. Don't do that, but it is so good. So how is that produced? Because that is such a unique aspect, and it literally raises everything else up in the haunt with it. So we don't rank haunts. We don't say one haunt's better than another. But if I were to give out awards for the best soundtrack, by far, not even close, Terror Trail would have totally taken that home.
It's just different and it's unique.
Thank
it's
you.
like sets them apart from.
We're gonna. It'll be like
We
an
do
Emmy.
our own audio. A lot of the audio that you hear in different maze areas, the Pig Pit, for instance, one of our scenes that were very popular for the last few years. That was all audio that we put together, just old 50s bluegrass songs, mixed with pigs squealing, people screaming and dying, things like that.
Okay.
It's so good.
It's music to my ears.
I know. Right? Can I get a copy of that? Can you just like
Right.
burn
Sure.
me a CD? I mean, I feel like I could fall asleep to that. It's just so good. All right. So once again, and if you are a haunter or a character or anybody and you want to see something cool and unique, definitely check out the Terror Trail, because it's a lot different. You definitely have your own niche, your own little slice in your area, and I think a lot of people would really enjoy a trip out. So definitely do that.
I like to think of it as our own little horror world.
Yeah.
Place is filled with all kinds of different terrifying monsters in its own little land.
Yeah.
A
It is.
territory.
A terror.
Terror.
Territory.
Territory.
All right. So Bill, our friend Bill from Phantasmagoria, who we love, wait, a Nine Inch Nails Grim Tale. Okay, he's in. So he'll probably make a trip out. He's awesome. He does like fight choreography, and he's amazing. He could probably murder me. Same thing. Yeah. All right. So that's cool. So getting some compliments in the chat here. Awesome. And here's us with Daniel last year. We wore a necklace. Why did we wear a necklace? Was there something special about the necklace last year? Sorry, my brain's not remembering.
I think we wore it for media.
We do wear necklaces. Well, not necessarily necklace, but we do have the glow sticks. It's just something we give to every group as they go through the trail.
Oh, okay.
The trail is very well lit, but the glow stick is actually used to know where you are, so we could scare you better.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
That's good. That's good. That's
Now
good.
I know not to wear it, so I don't get scared.
I don't know if that's an option.
Yeah, it's.
You know, when you go to HauntScene stuff, you're not allowed to quit, right?
Oh, I know. No quitting.
Yeah, that's kind of our like, HauntScene. In the HauntScene bylaws, we don't quit. Yeah. All right. So thank you to Daniel for hooking everything up last year.
Daniel's
he's
amazing.
probably gonna watch. He's super duper nice guy, really passionate about everything. Awesome. Great experience, great customer service, great everything. So we got nothing but nice things to say about our experience out there. But let's get into some of the themes this year. So some of them are coming back. So you got Blood Harvest and another one are coming back here. So Season of the Reaper has come and the Blood Harvest has begun. The scarecrows stalk the field and collect your souls. Well, I don't have a soul, So they're gonna collect your soul.
I probably don't have one at this point.
Well, I'm a
so-
ginger.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not a
Okay.
Uh-oh. I think we lost them. Uh-oh, did we lose somebody? We lost him. Okay. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Maybe he took the ginger thing the wrong way.
No.
That's okay. That's all right, because you know what? We're gonna keep moving on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So Terror Trail's awesome. Hopefully we'll get Sean back in here in a moment. Wow. We'll just give it a moment on Zoom. All right. So we're going to go in. We're going to talk about these real quick. That was a little awkward. Let's do this. While we're waiting, let's watch the trailer. Let's go ahead and watch the
I'm
trailer.
excited. Is this a new one for this year?
I was just sent this hot off the press.
Ooh.
Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Sean's computer just died. Didn't realize it got unplugged. He's working on returning. So thank you for the text, Sean. Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. Ooh, that was creepy.
Well.
They have the rest of it down. It's so good. All right, so I think he's going to be back here. Let's see. Hey!
Hey.
Look at that.
Sorry,
Sean.
had a brief outage.
That's okay. We made it work. We actually just played the trailer, which was really, really cool. Did a great job on that. So I saw you had yourself in the trailer. That's awesome. All right.
A little narcissistic.
Yeah. So is there anything special about it? Because I see a lot of the number 13, obviously classically unlucky number. Is there anything special about the 13th year for Terror Trail?
I would just say that being that it's our 13th year, we're trying to celebrate 13 years, 13 fears. We always try to come up with at least one new scene or one new character per year. So I guess it's kind of a reflection on our accomplishments as a haunted attraction.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get into that. So Blood Harvest, awesome scarecrows.
Ooh.
Such a good job. Like a huge trail in the woods. Like if you look back, it literally looks like 100 feet of scarecrows. Like it's just keep
It was never
going.
ending.
Well,
for
it's
me.
going to be more now. We've been expanding that one this year.
Oh
no.
Scarecrows are very unnerving to me.
It was so bad for me.
Really?
It was so bad. It was like never ending.
Oh my god, I remember watching your video. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
When I
Okay,
think
and by the way,
actually like peed myself. I really think I did. I really think I did.
please don't pee yourself. So, by the way, look up Journey with Josh's video on Instagram, not Instagram, YouTube, because he does have like a experience walking through and that type of thing. So, loved it. All right, so Blood Harvest returning, being expanded. Love that. Love scarecrows. So I love looking forward to that. Next one here, Toxic Clowns. Hey, look, another familiar face. There we go. So in the trailer, when it pulls back from that big, huge facade of the clown face, I believe this is the Toxic Clown area. So
Yeah.
a chemical waste site has been transformed into a twisted, toxic funhouse. These caustic clowns are looking for carnage, and they'll have the last laugh.
Yeah.
So if you love clowns, this is going to be great.
I have a mixed.
So
feeling.
radioactive clowns is I love it. I love clowns in haunts, and I love watching people react to them.
I have mixed feelings.
So Sean, how do you feel about clowns?
Well, I happen to be that clown and have been that clown for the last 5 years at least.
Does that character
And I definitely
have a
I
specific
see how
name?
people react to clowns.
Does that
Tears, basically.
does that clown have a name?
Yeah, actually, that's Caustic Clown.
Caustic. Got it. Okay.
Yep, Caustic Clown.
I will have to grab my thesaurus later. All right.
It's basically he's an abrasive character. When he jokes, he's pretty harsh about it. So he's a caustic person.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. I learned something new. Awesome. So these are the two returning areas. Now, with the toxic clowns, has this area been worked on, expanded?
Yes, we have been working on this area, making it a little more maze-like. It was kind of a straight shot the last couple of years, but we're giving it some twists and turns.
And this is like a black lit type dark area because I thought it was
Fully
really cool.
black light area. Yeah.
Love it. It's so good.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
I was still
And clowns, and we have some. Let me go back a couple slides here. At the bottom left here, these clowns are like UV reactive black light, and they're like pure nightmare fuel. Like it's just, it's this kind of like retro, like early 1900s Halloween costume clowns. You know, like the really scary ones, and you nailed that. Like it's almost like a lot of the aesthetic of some of these things are transported from like the Dust Bowl or the 20s or the you know kind of thing. So I don't know if that was like a conscious thing, but I definitely picked up on that. Love it. All right, so toxic clowns. Let's move on to one of the new ones. Did you memorize all these yet?
I got him.
You got them in your head?
I got him.
Well, let's make sure I do it right.
Okay.
Okay. Mummy and Museum. Cursed corpses roam the halls of this derelict museum. Can you navigate this labyrinth of the occult, or will it become your tomb?
Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
So, Mummy Museum. Will there be cups of coffee?
No, I don't think we'll have cups of coffee in this museum.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to give us a little teaser? Maybe just give us a little description. What kind of things we can expect to see in Mummy Museum?
Sure. So our whole idea with this theme is basically a museum that's full of occult artifacts, just haunted items, thinking about things like the Annabelle doll. And we're just bringing that plus the mummy theme together in the museum, a derelict, rundown building.
Oh, I love that idea. That is
all right. Well,
the Warren's basement with all like the creepy items,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That's just super
Man.
duper.
you're having
And
that.
making it like, you know, mummies and Egyptian.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Like a horrifying like night at the museum.
Yeah. You might need
Pretty
your
much.
mummy.
Might need.
Melissa would have made that joke. Awesome. So I love this theme. I think this is going to be great. Moving on here, and this is, I love how
God, it's like
vague it is,
It's like the
and
show,
it
yeah.
being more vague is even worse. Nightmares. You are wakened from a dead sleep. You hear your closet door creep. Is it the boogeyman or something else? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we always think of the boogeyman as being that monster, but really, if you don't know what the monster is, it makes it scarier.
Yeah.
Just like the first Friday the 13th movie.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're going for. What's worse than the boogeyman?
Oh. That's a
Yeah,
tagline. What's worse than the boogeyman? So
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of arachnid spider type limbs here. So you could lie to the audience, especially Melissa when she watches this, but will there be any spiders in this section?
I'll be honest, not as of now. The
Okay.
spider is really just my own fear. I'm afraid of wolf spiders, actually.
Oh,
They
wow.
scare
They're-
the living death out of me.
Yeah.
And I create these images, so that's just my own piece in
Your
there.
nightmares. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, it is outside in Florida. There's going to be spiders.
Yep,
You know?
lots of wolf
Yeah,
spiders.
that's a little. Yeah. So this is great. So, you know, like the sleep monsters. What do they call that? Sleep paralysis type thing. That's terrifying to me. And I, you know, when I was growing up, I had a lot of night terrors and things like that. So you're definitely tapping into something
I'm scared of
primal.
the lights being off. So
Really?
that's dark. Yeah, that's it.
Love it. Well, these are I love these graphics. You did such a good job with
Yeah.
these because you're kind of evoking like what the aesthetic is for the different haunts. So I really good, really good. Not everybody's great at that. So good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job.
Got some nightmares.
Nightmare. Oh wait,
Do you know what the next one is?
I don't know, but it's gonna be good.
Swamp
Swamp
sauce.
sauce.
Which beast has the sharpest teeth in the swamp?
Oh.
Wade through these dark waters, and you're sure to find out. Wow.
See, I really love this picture though. I love the
Yeah.
graphics of this.
It's like teeth, but chainsaw
Right.
teeth.
so it kind of like throws you off a little bit.
Yeah.
I like it.
So here's what I've heard about this part. That image that we showed earlier about the part where you see the water. This year they're going to provide waders to you, and you have to walk in the water.
Okay, yeah.
And then the characters are with scuba gear on, and they're going to get you.
So Melissa goes first.
Yes.
Got it. Cool. All right.
Traditionally, each year our whole trail typically floods right before we open.
Oh no!
And sometimes it doesn't go down in time. So
So it might not be too far. Well, remember, it is outside, so the normal rules apply. Like, don't wear open-toed shoes, wear long pants, wear a pair of shoes that might get a little dirty.
Don't
You
wear
know,
Crocs.
it's outdoor. It's an
there are
outdoor trail.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, there are mosquitoes. Yep. Yeah, that's something we have to deal with everywhere. It's just all right. So swamp sauce. You know what the last one is?
Swamp saws. I'm still in that one.
Yeah, okay,
Sorry.
gotcha.
Sorry.
So swamp sauce. So this is going to be like creatures, like alligators.
Well, alligator is a huge part of the theme. It's actually going to be basically backwoods crazy guys with chainsaws.
Oh,
who
so what's
worship
his
alligators as the supreme predator in
oh,
the swamp.
that's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what kind of nightlife Highlands County has, but I live in Polk County, so
It's about this. It's
yeah.
about that.
it's literally like they just annexed like somebody's backyard. Like, why is this trail taking me so far off? Then all of a sudden you're just
The backwoods
the
of
backwoods of Highlands County. Awesome. All these are just they're so it's just so good. Okay. I have a fear of that. I have a fear of backwoods stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just such a city boy.
Feel that.
You know what, Josh? You got a pretty mouth.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what they're gonna say.
They
to me
are
when
gonna
they
say that to
chop
you.
my head off.
Yep, as you go first.
Chainsaw.
All right, so it's gonna be Melissa, then you,
Yep.
then Shelby, then Kira, then me.
I'm dead either way.
Yeah,
It's
that's fine. Yeah, you would not last very long in our horror movie. Sorry,
No,
buddy.
no, I wouldn't.
Awesome. All right, and then we have the other new one, Rat Trap, which I think you have right behind you.
Yes, actually.
All right, that's such a cool mask. Whoa, that is.
Oh.
Did you make that, or is that something you bought from a company, or?
I made it.
Holy crap, dude! What do you? Is this something you do full time, like creating graphics and rat masks?
Yes, I've been doing video editing and graphic work over 10 years, and then obviously the fabrication my whole life.
Oh, that's so
So-
cool. I just love the look of this. I feel like it's like you wander into a Chuck E. Cheese. That's like been closed for 20 years.
Right, and
And like nobody told, Charles Entertainment Cheese that it was time to leave.
the animatronics still like going
It's
off.
like Five
I'm
Nights at
oh,
Freddy's.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Rotting
The whole
rats.
point of this maze is that, rats want their revenge. You set these little traps everywhere to eliminate them. And this one particular electrical trap reincarnated a rotting rat,
Oh.
who is now setting up a giant electrical trap for humans.
Oh, my
Well,
God, it's Mousetrap, but for people.
Yeah.
Yep.
People try.
Oh, I love it.
Oh man.
So, rotting rats have been revived by electrical shock. Now, these zombie rodents want some revenge. And you've walked right into their trap.
Revenge of the
Revenge.
rats.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. These are so good. This is the variety here is like it's something for everybody because even if you're not scared of clowns, the scarecrows are going to get you,
Yeah.
or vice versa. This is such a good, and I that was last year. Last year they had like vampires and like they had a bunch of stuff in there.
School bus,
They had
man, walking through the school bus.
Yeah, really, really
We
good.
actually have a lot of other smaller scenes. These are just our major scenes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So we'll still have some of those vampire scenes, cemetery scenes.
Oh, good, good,
wow.
We're actually
Okay.
adding gargoyles to that
Ooh.
scene this year.
good. Yeah, it was
Um,
really, really
Man,
good.
that sounds.
And we'll have a
fantastic.
zombie mermaid scene as well, a freak show sideshow kind of setup.
Wow.
A lot going on.
Wow.
That's,
Okay.
wow. Is that like a Little Mermaid thing? You know, like the Little Mermaid went wrong.
Well, we have a makeup artist who's been helping us the last few years, and she's very passionate about that work, and wants to try out a zombie mermaid design this year.
Okay.
So we're actually setting up a little stage, a whole scene for her
Oh, that's
to
cool.
showcase her work this year.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Now, I believe it's everybody's volunteer, right?
Yes.
That's awesome. And how many characters do you have like on the trails you walk through, like ish?
That's going to vary. We typically try to have somewhere between, at a minimum, 20 to 30.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it'll go up to 50. It's been in numbers of 80, 100
Oh my
in the
God.
past. We try not to be that big this year, these years, just because it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. Oh man, and they're spaced out really well. Like the scares
Yeah.
are really, really good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, so that's going to be this event this year.
It looks
All right.
amazing.
It just looks so good.
Mhm.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So here's social media information again for Terror Trail. Make sure you go and hit up all the things. All right. So let's get into the other part of this. Are you ready, Sean?
I'm ready.
Sean, what scares you?
Well, I already admitted that wolf spiders have always been a fear of mine.
Just
Taxes, typical life stuff.
awesome. And you, it sounds like you're into haunted houses. You go to like horror nights and that kind of thing as well. So do you travel around and do other haunts? Do you go to like the Trans World or any of the other shows, like the industry stuff for that?
You know what? That's something that I'm actually planning for this coming season. I think I
Awesome.
just missed the Trans World,
Yeah.
or whichever one was in St. Louis. I missed that one.
Trans World. Yep.
That's Trans World. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be.
Um,
I believe it's in like January or February next year. It's like super duper early, so it is awesome.
That's what happens every year. I'm thinking I need to get out there and actually make the trip to St. Louis or wherever it ends up being. And then I go and check, oh, when's this going to be? And I missed it.
It's last week. Awesome. Hey, Riley's in here. She says, not mermaids, cry face, cry face, cry face.
No,
Oh.
definitely mermaids. Definitely mermaids.
So is Riley going to come out for this one?
Riley will be at Terror Trail this year.
What?
Yes.
Nice.
She'll be there?
She will be there.
Awesome.
She's gonna hold my camera while I run.
Would Riley make a good scare cam candidate?
Yes. Yes, she would. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna try to utilize our scare cam.
Because remember, she's smaller, so they always try to attack
Yeah,
her, so it's
this
kind
is
of
true.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should take we should send them through without us.
Yes.
Like,
I
we'll just
agree.
have like Riley go and Melissa go.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, is there a particular theme that you're looking forward to this year at Terror Trail?
Well, I'm very passionate about the rat one, just being the one developing that scene. Swamp Souls is also another one that I'm very interested in, just because I'm involved with it more or
Right.
less.
Oh, so do you get people chicken out from the trail?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just a couple of years ago, I was in a clown getup, of course, and there was kind of a break. Like no one was coming through the maze, and I was thinking, why? Or what are they taking so long for? So I peeked through the curtain, and about 10 feet ahead of the giant clown face, there's a girl petrified in fear because she just couldn't approach the clown face.
Wow.
And by me jumping out, she immediately started crying.
Aww.
So I had
Not
to
the criers.
take off some masks and get her around to help her out. She couldn't handle it.
Wow. I guess if your phobia is that kind of deep, You know.
Mhm.
I do have to say, I almost chickened out last year.
What?
Yeah, at the Scarecrows, I was actually like genuinely done. I was so done. But I finished and I went through again. And I went through again. Don't think that I'm
Don't.
bad because of that, but I was scared. I
Okay.
was.
Don't do that to me.
I'm not gonna do it to you. I'm just telling
we
you
have
the
a
truth.
reputation.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
Pass out and we'll drag you through it. All right.
I have a reputation too of
Stop
screaming
being-
and hollering. 'cause
Stop
I'm
being
scared.
selfish.
What?
It's not about you.
Yeah, you're right.
All
Sorry.
right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, there is. I think there's like snacks there. Do you guys do merch like T-shirts and stuff yet?
So we do have concession, and in the past we've offered shirts. That's something that we're currently working on. If we could offer that, we will be.
Cool, because I'd love to design this year. You know, even something simple would be. I want to buy the shirt. I want to take it home with me. I want to wear it. I want to wear it on another show, so people can see I was there. Kira says, Josh, you better not be chickening out this year.
Oh, why?
Josh,
No,
Josh, you have like 30 haunts on deck, man, and we don't need you chickening out. this year.
I'm not. I promise you, I'm not
Okay.
chickening out. I was just giving you the factual evidence that's on my video.
All right.
So that if you go
you
back
will
and
be a
watch it-
hardened haunt veteran
Yeah.
after this year.
Okay, so
1 year with us,
yeah,
you've seen it all.
yeah.
Well, not all things, but yeah,
No, but most.
most.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. Now, have you been out to any other independent haunts here in Florida?
Well, yeah, I go to a petrified forest.
Love it.
I know it's not an independent haunt, but I've obviously go to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Tampa Hallow Scream.
Nice. Did you get a chance to go to the SeaWorld Hollow Scream yet?
No, I missed that last year, but they're still doing it, so I plan to go this year.
Okay.
And then I just thought of another one that I recently went to was Screamageddon. I really enjoyed that.
All right. Sorry, Kira says, we don't say no, Josh.
It's just attack me now because after this show's over,
I don't know.
it's over.
So if you are going to be like that, we're going to have to send you first through everything.
I got the camera, so it's okay, right?
Awesome. Awesome. Well,
As a character, I don't really go after the first guy. I wait till about the middle or the end.
Yeah.
so we'll put you in the middle.
All right,
That's fine.
that's fine.
I'm always at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because part of my enjoyment, I mean, I spend, so much time working with the haunts and setting these things up. I want to sit back a little bit and enjoy watching my crew get wrecked in these
That's
haunts.
fair enough, though. That's fair.
It's my treat.
Yeah.
It's my little treat. It's my little payback. We don't make any money. I get paid in your fear.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Paid in fear.
Very cool. Now, did you last year do you keep track of like the donations and the numbers and everything? That was last year any better, any worse? How are the crowds and everything going into 2021 last year?
So year over year since 2015, we've been on the uprise. I don't keep track of the particular numbers. That's somebody else.
Okay.
But we're always on the uptick.
Okay, that's good. And I mean, now Josh will be there, so you're gonna see numbers just skyrocketing. Hey, what is this, Riley? Riley, by the way, is Josh's
Why are you giving out my
girlfriend,
secrets? That's
and
not nice.
one of Josh's biggest fears is Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, I don't like chainsaws.
Okay.
I don't know why
You
she had
love
to
swamp
expose
saw.
me.
Yeah, swamp saws. Yeah, that's cool. They built that
Find
for
all
you.
the chainsaw haunts. Got it. No.
Find all the chainsaw haunts. Well, we all have our things, like Kira. I'll let you know. Melissa's afraid of spiders and bugs. I'm afraid of puppets and dolls. We don't know. I don't think Shelby's afraid of anything because she's just a Terminator. Kira's afraid of laser swamps, and Josh is afraid of chainsaws. So, and Melissa's also afraid of chainsaws too.
Scarecrows.
Yeah.
I don't like
Scarecrows.
Yeah, they scare me.
That's fine. I love to put that stuff out there because when we go through a haunt and they have a laser swamp or a chainsaw, it's just like, oh, this person's starting to get scared. It's a lot of fun. Nice. So when you go through a haunt, Sean, where do you sit? Like if you go with some friends, are you like a first in line, middle of the pack, hang back and watch?
I have to be first in line. I have to
Oh.
see everything as clear as possible. I need to study the sets, feel things.
So you're one of those appreciation. Like this character jumps out of you, you're like, get out of the way. I want to look at this lighting right here. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm learning. I'm trying to see what you guys did so I could do it too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, Transworld is definitely the place to network and talk shop and
Oh
all that
yeah.
stuff. So yeah, we go every year, so we'll definitely be there. So yeah. So
Well, hopefully we can cross paths while I'm there next year. That'd be
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's a really good event. You should go too.
I should.
You should.
I should.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places I want to go that I've never been. So
Well,
you know,
what crew are you part of now, Josh?
HauntScene.
Okay,
Johnny.
there we go. Very cool. Awesome. 8:45. Do you have any questions for Sean? Put them in the chat. You know, I don't even have your name tag on. I'm gonna turn my name tag off. Nobody even knows who you are right now. There we go. Now we're equal. I didn't move it over to this screen. I'm sorry. I put it on the
Everybody
initial one.
knows who I am, Johnny. What are you talking about? I don't need
it's
no
on your
name
hat.
tag. It's on my hat.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so Sean, well, I guess we're gonna start to wind this down a little bit. Have you been through Mortem Manor at Old Town in Kissimmee?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And in fact, I did that one all on my own, and I was not expecting the complete blackout scene at the beginning. So that really threw me in there.
Yeah, our Kira works in the shop next door, the little horror shop. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, we're really good friends with Mortem. We have been going there for years and years and years. We got to make a return trip there. When's the last time you went to that one, Sean?
It's been a couple of years, so I need to do that too.
Go back, because there are some very large things that have been in there now that weren't there before.
Nice.
It's definitely it's definitely, they're always stepping it up. So I would definitely check it out at some point if you can this year.
Will do.
Awesome. Very cool. That's what Kira says. Sean, come visit Mortem Manor. Awesome.
I will, Kira.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
That's a promise. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And do you have any questions for Sean?
I'm just excited. I don't have any
Yeah.
questions. I'm just excited to see this year because last year blew my mind. So.
Yeah. I'm really
super
excited about this.
yeah.
It's a hike. It's a walk.
But it's so worth it.
Yeah.
The drive, the walk, it's all so worth it.
It's one of those, when you go through a haunt, it's really, really good, and you are a little bit on edge. Time tends to slow down.
Yeah.
Like when you go through Terror Trail, like how long do you think is the walkthrough, like you said earlier?
Typically, it's going to be about 30 minutes to 45.
It feels like 2 hours. Like it just feels like forever.
I'm telling you, once you think you're done, you're actually not done.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, your heart rate's already up by hiking, and then you add the element of fear to that and all
Yeah.
the adrenaline.
Yeah. So we'll have to identify some cool. Are there any cool places to eat? Like what's your after haunt snack? Your go-to snack after the haunt?
Well, I'll be honest. It's probably raiding my mom's kitchen.
Oh.
Okay.
I have family down there, so I get some home cooked meals when I'm haunting.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good incentive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. I wish I had that. My mom's like 1,200 miles away in Detroit.
Oh, well,
Wah, wah.
I get McDonald's, you know.
I mean, whatever you gotta do. So any tricks to attending Terror Trail? Bug spray, parking. We did already go over the parking and pricing and everything. Remember, pricing is $18. You can buy tickets on site, cash, card. Not sure on Bitcoin yet. We're gonna check into that. Parking is off site. We'll bring that up again just so everybody can see it.
Tricks, I would say, show up early.
Yeah.
If you show up late, sometimes we can't let people over because it became too late to admit. So
Right.
I would say try to show up early, try to beat the crowds. Go early in the season. That's another thing.
And don't miss the bus, because that
Oh,
happened
yeah,
a lot
definitely
last
don't
year,
miss
and
the
people
bus.
were so
Yeah, don't-
upset
That they missed the bus.
that they missed the bus
Well,
to go
That does happen
Isn't there-
sometimes.
because they got there later.
Isn't there another
Right.
bus that comes around and gets them?
Yeah, but
afterwards?
if you get there at a certain time, they close off the line to come in.
Oh yeah,
Like, on the
don't,
bus.
I mean, don't be
So-
that person
Well,
that shows up. at a
no, I'm
haunt
just
last
that's what I'm
second.
saying. Like,
Why? Yeah, but those people just don't do that. Jesus, man, show up on time.
Why?
Show up early, because people are gonna go
Mhm.
like, oh, I showed up at 10:29 and I couldn't get in. No
Wow.
crap. You
Yeah.
know, Google leaves a Google crappy review. It's like, come on, man, be smarter than that.
Another thing I would say is check the forecast.
Mhm.
We occasionally have rainouts, so just make sure that it's not going to be one of those kinds of nights, so you don't get disappointed.
Right. Now, if you do anticipate there being an issue with like the weather or anything like that, is that something you broadcast on your social media?
Yeah, we usually always alert if we plan on having to shut down. We always monitor for thunderstorms, anything like that.
Right. That's
We
good.
definitely, if we are going to have any kind of issue where we need to shut down or we won't be opening for an evening, we'll definitely post on Facebook. That's our go-to for any information.
Yep. So keep an eye out on that, and definitely watch the weather. All right.
Yes.
If they close at 11, they close at 10:30. Kira, what is the
Yeah.
latest? What is the latest you would recommend somebody arrive? Like, what do you think is the safe cutoff point to where they can go, get on the bus, not be rushed, and actually experience the trail?
So typically our cutoff time is 10:30 or 10:15, somewhere around that time. If it's very, very busy and we have people just continuing to show up, sometimes we'll let it keep going for a bit longer.
Okay.
But again, the goal is show up early.
Yeah, show up early. Yep. Yeah, I think we were there at open. Were we there at open? Were you there at open?
I was there. At
I usually get there at open.
Yeah,
And we might get there at like noon because Melissa's gonna want to pet the doggos.
but she don't get to. It's me.
This is true.
'Cause she wasn't
Do
here.
you get to pet the doggos?
I get to pet the
Okay,
doggos.
awesome. We'll do like a live stream of us petting the doggos and letting Melissa watch it.
See?
Look at what you're
Right.
missing, Melissa. Awesome.
You could have a monster petting a dog.
Yeah, it'd be fun. That would be great. All right. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and start to wind this down here. So thank you so much for being on the show. I think
Thank
we
you,
got
guys.
all the information out. Is there anything I missed? Anything you want to tell America about Terror Trail?
Honestly, for 2020, we're looking to have, or 2022, we're looking to have a very exciting.
We're not going back to
No.
2020, Sean.
I keep
No.
calling it 22 in my files. I say 22. So, but for 2022, we're really excited for the year. We want it to be a blast, and that's what we're aiming for.
Oh man, it's
I'm
gonna be
excited.
so good. So good. Awesome. All right. Any shout outs? Anybody you want to thank or say hi to? I mean, obviously you got to thank your folks for the home cooked meals.
Oh yeah, absolutely need to thank them. I'd like to, of course, give a shout out to our creative team at Terror Trail, whoever's watching now. David, Daniel. I don't know if John was able to get on. He was our founder of the event.
Oh, cool.
Shout out to those guys.
Awesome. And so looking forward to this. September 30th can't come quick enough. We'll get out there as soon as we can. Awesome.
I'll be out there opening night. So,
Oh, you will be?
so I'll be out
Are
there.
you sure you're not busy doing something else?
Maybe.
Okay.
I just know that I was told to be out there.
That's-
So
Wow.
Okay.
Are they gonna like? Do they have something special planned for you?
I don't know. Maybe.
That's awesome. You just show up and
Yeah.
like they just throw a bunch of scarecrows in your car.
Oh man.
Time. Very cool. All right. Well, Sean, thank you so much for being on the show. I do appreciate your time. Say hi to the crew for everybody. If you're watching the replay here, thank you so much. This is one of those haunts I just had to have on the show. I only get so many slots, and I was like, I'm having Terror Trail on the show because this was such a hidden gem for us, and it was such a surprise at the end of the season, and it's one of those
That's awesome.
I kind of kicked myself for not making it out in the previous years because it had blipped on my radar, but we were always, it was just something that for whatever reason we couldn't hook it up. But
I
now,
wish I knew about it.
but now
sooner.
we're going back. Well, that's the
Yeah,
thing is,
like
imagine if we don't know this stuff,
right.
and the average public, they need to find this stuff too. So hopefully we can turn that around and put a little bit more, get some more eyeballs and
Yeah.
more feet coming through that place. So that's what we do. Yeah.
hmm
All right, Sean, we'll hang on Zoom for a little bit. We're going to do our little wrap-up thing here. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your time. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.
All right. So let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Once again, we've got our Journey with Josh. Make sure you're following Journey with Josh on everything. Journey with Josh, look up the things. He does paranormal stuff. He's going to be helping us out with some video stuff this year. So
Yes.
really excited
I'm
about
excited.
that. His channel is awesome. So
Thank
make
you,
sure you
Johnny.
follow that. Yeah. Well, I mean, he paid me $5, so he'd
What?
buy me dinner after this, so we're good. Yeah. All right, so we got a couple things that we gotta do here. I gotta give a thanks to our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Everything. If you want to follow HauntScene and support us, here's one way that you can do this. Please follow us on Patreon. You just Throw us a couple bucks, helps keep the haunt lights on. So I want to thank everybody. You're all awesome. Make sure you're following HauntScene on everything. We're HauntScene on everything on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Visit our website. We have an entire haunt directory that covers the entire state, all the calendars, all the information that you need. And our main platforms these days are Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So appreciate that. Had a really, really good weekend. Want to give a shout out to James, Gregory, and Matt from All Hallows Eve Terror Town in Williamsburg, Ohio. We were there last weekend. Awesome hospitality, awesome haunt, had a great time. They gave me a prop. So this is Wilbur up here. So this is going to be gracing the show. Thank you so much. All the content and things we put out blew up over the weekend. So they had a media event. It was great. So thank you. And do you know who's going to be on the show next week?
No, I don't. That's bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You are no Melissa.
I am not a Melissa.
Sorry, it's okay.
I'm a Josh.
You have a pulse. All right, just kidding. So we're gonna wrap up our Hell Month here, aka Haunt Month. So wow, I can't believe we've done all these shows. It's crazy. So next week on the 30th, we're gonna have a Petrified Forest on. Can't wait to talk to them. It is going to be awesome.
I've never been out there.
You've never been to Petrified Forest?
No.
Jesus, Josh.
No, I haven't, and I wanted to last year.
It's so
and
good.
Just couldn't get out there.
It is so awesome. So we can't wait to do that. So tune in to the finale, not the finale, but the finale for Haunt Month. After this, it's going to be more reaction type shows for the different things we're going to get up to. But next Tuesday on August 30th at 8 o'clock on our YouTube channel, you can watch us talk to the folks from Petrified Forest. They might come into the studio. They always do a great job. Man, the Florida haunt scene, heyo. The Florida haunt scene is really, really good this year. There are more announcements coming. There are haunts that are not announced yet, so keep an eye out for that. Really, really excited about some of the things I've heard. Kira says, Jesus, Josh.
Hey, listen, I'm trying my best.
Yep.
Okay.
Kira, yeah, we'll get with Bill to figure out some places to eat because he knows all the diners and stuff like that.
Kira, I haven't.
We'll make a night out of it, and I'm really excited about the Terror Trail this year. So thank you to everybody, the crew, the characters, everybody. Haunt for a good cause. Go out there. They give them your money, donate, all the things, pet the doggos, adopt the doggos, do all the things. So yeah.
Riley hasn't been either.
Wow. What are you guys doing? What, you just put a house scream over here?
Oh, we used to do Haunt Scream. That's the thing.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Woo.
Same haunt time, same haunt channel, HauntScene Live. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate this. Make sure you're subscribing to HauntScene on YouTube. We do appreciate you watching. Hit the little bell for the notifications. How do YouTubers say that? Like smash the subscribe button?
It's smash the like button, you know.
He's going to teach me how to be a real YouTuber.
Like...
Awesome. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Until next time, spook easy and
stay awesome.
I thought it was supposed to be you got Josh. Do it again.
Oh, you got Josh?
You got Josh. All right, bye, guys. Have a great night. Awesome.
Give me some treats.